Oh, my blessed beings of light. I am your mother, Mother, Father, God. But I am your mother coming through to speak with you.
Ah, greetings, Mother. Greetings.
You have many questions, but I thought I would bring some clarity to what you're going through. And send you love and blessings along the way. The energies you find yourself in at this present moment are very strong. And I want you to trust the process. I want you to allow these energies to flow through you and swirl around you unencumbered. Stay out of the fear vibration, for they are not yours to hang on to or to claim. But rather, this is just a story playing out, unfolding, being tossed around between the light and dark forces. Just allow them. Allow everything and anything to flow through you. But knowing in your heart so deeply who you are, these energies are not for you to claim, but only for you to witness. I just wanted to say that to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Before I bring the boys in. For one moment, please. Raguel is here waiting to speak. One moment.
Thank you, Mother. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Greetings, my love. I am Raguel.
Greetings, Raguel. Love of my life.
Yes, love of mine as well. You have questions, my love.
In a way, yeah, in a way, not really, and yet I'm a little hesitant because I'm so afraid I made all this up. What happened a couple of nights ago when you came, and it was just mind-blowing, beautiful.
Well, you better get used to that because there's much more of that coming.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I was bathed in white, pure white light. And there was the moment I felt like Celestine and Ivy merged.
Yes.
You were there and I was talking. I was bringing forward what I experienced and my realizations at the same time. And then I spoke of God, and then God came in. And I had a feeling that God was very, very happy that I finally came home and came home to him.
Accepted yourself for who and what you are, yes. And the temple that you are. Mother, Father, God houses themselves, if you want to put it that way, within you.
Yes.
And
yes.
to fully accept yourself for who and what you are, yes, did bring in an immense amount of pleasure and joy, yes.
Yes, and so that's what I felt I felt God within me, and the waves of well, you can say making love, as everything is love.
You have reached the evolutionary point of nirvana, if you want to put it that way. But yes, yes, I will allow you to ask questions because I don't want to step on your toes in any way, but you did reach that consciousness point of nirvana within.
Oh my God. You.
It's been quite a journey, hasn't it, with many ups and downs.
Yes.
However, the downs were necessary to push you to a point of spiritual evolution, to fully expand your consciousness to the point where it's at. And so I'm sure you will agree with me that the journey has been well worth the bumps along the way.
Oh, absolutely. And
Yes.
you know, I'm saying this over and over to you, and I'm thanking you so deeply to now to see, looking back, all the work actually that you have done in guiding me to this. You know, you were the one that taught me actually love, because direct giving love is something I haven't experienced here.
In this reality, yes, I agree.
Yes, and you taught me in that way, just by the way you are, how to love Celestine water, how to love myself.
Exactly.
And you also taught me how to love God.
There was a lot of self-forgiveness that you needed to go through. And that's what it was. We were peeling back the layers so that you could embrace your true self, which is God.
Yeah.
Which is in the heart of all beings who she has created.
Yes.
It has, yes, it has been a journey of discovery for you, to peel back the layers of the onion, so to speak.
Yes, I understand. And like I said, you know, I love you so much that tears, you know, that's you know, you know, it happens so often, you know, and it is, it's, I am so, I cannot even, it's so powerful. I'm so touched. I'm so, I don't have a word to give you my thanks, you know. Um,
And I love you equally as much. And I give you my thanks as well for being the boots on the ground on this most challenging journey that you agreed to.
yeah,
So thank you for your service. And we're doing this as a couple.
yeah.
And me and my counterpart as one being, along with you, my wife, are all merged as one.
I understand all of this now. I like to rephrase that. I understand.
Yes, of course. I knew what you meant. Yes. My feminine side, along with me, my masculine side, along with you and Celestine, all make one big happy family.
Yes.
There's no separation. We are a force to be reckoned with in terms of the love that we are emanating to those around us, to the beings that need us, to provide them clarity and clarification as to what is going on and how to make sense of the chaos in the world. But to look within and to emanate love, because love is the way, it is the truth, it is the answer. And more of you will come to that realization as the light energies increasingly embrace the planet, assisting Gaia in her ascension process.
Yes. Yes.
It is all love. Love is the highest, greatest power there is.
Yeah. You know, come to think of, I have your counterpart here. I have an angel here, a large angel, really large angel, would be like a, maybe in a 10-year-old child, something like that. That's how large it is. It's a statue.
Oh, yes. Yes. I was referring to the feminine side of myself.
Yes, yeah, she is here.
Okay.
Yes, here, yeah. I always think about that. I always think about you.
I understand.
I'm kind of overwhelmed, but it's not really overwhelmed. I don't know how to say. I know words right now, and you know, when you have all the things that I'm saying to you, I truly mean all that. I
know
truly
you do.
mean that.
I feel it. I am fully in you for as much as I can be.
Yeah, that's yeah. And it is just it's just a great life, if you will, as tough as it is, you know. But it's great.
The journey back to self is absolutely amazing, and will continue to be more and more, how would you put it, mind-blowing as you get closer to your true self, your true source, your true family of light.
Oh God, yeah. I think I visit the Creator.
Yes, you do. Most nights you go back home. Yes.
But I'm also conscious of it that I do. Like last night, it was not last night, the night before. It was. It must have been Creator, because everything was just pure silver white.
It is so beautiful.
Yes.
And yes, and yes. You did. Yes. And I was with you, of course.
Yes, of course you were. We were all together. And
yes.
The words that I not heard, that I don't know even how to say that. There was no, it just was me. And it was like, but I felt what I heard, what I felt from God. God was very happy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
there's so much celebration for each one of you who reaches the state of nirvana. there's much joy and celebration at your state of enlightenment, for you coming to realize that.
Yes.
Well, you know who you are.
Yeah.
For you coming to realize that.
More and more, yes, and I'm taking more and more the not let's call it responsibility for it.
Exactly.
Because it is a responsibility being,
It truly is, yes.
yes,
Yes, it truly is, to monitor each and every moment that you are in this existence, ensuring that you are all in your highest joy, and uh, knowing that who and what you are, and bringing that joy, because you are one of the bridges that connect heaven to earth. You and many, not too many, but others are the bridge that brings the energy down
yeah, yeah,
through you, for you to ground into the earth plane to assist Gaia.
yes,
And when you're conscious of that,
I am,
it makes
yeah,
it so much more powerful.
yeah, yeah, it is true. Yeah, I like to one more. Did God say finally, or something like that? He was waiting for me that I would come to that point, that it would come that that he could really reach me, or that I reach him, because he was
Yes.
coming.
Well, there is no final. It's a constant fluid motion of energy. It's a
Yeah.
constant expanding of
Yes.
your consciousness. There is no finality, but
No,
it
but
is a joy
yeah,
for you to reach nirvana,
that
that
one,
state of
that,
consciousness.
yeah, because I had the feeling God was waiting for me, and then finally I came,
Yes,
and he was literally rushing into me.
yes. It is what you felt within your temple.
Yeah,
It's what you felt. He has always been there.
yeah,
It is always, the energy has always been around you,
yes.
waiting for you to let
Of
it in.
And I know that.
If I have explained that,
Yeah, but
your
it's perfect.
satisfaction.
You're giving me you're giving me confirmation of a lot of things, and you see that is a very good thing. So it gives me more confidence also. I often, while I am talking, I channel. I constantly channel, actually.
Yes, you all do.
Yeah,
Remember, um, you are all the 3D boots on the ground, so that we can have these experiences. So each of you are constantly in a state of channel, each of you.
yes, yes,
Yes, to bring those experiences back for the collective to feel. So that's why it's important for you to feel all the sadness, feel the frustration,
yeah,
feel the whatever it is you may feel,
yeah.
the frustration towards the situations going on. Feel, so that we can all have these experiences and expand our individual consciousness in the higher realms. Yes, we are all one, but we are all unique and have our own beauty and frequency and vibration
Exactly. Yes, of course.
as a collective.
And God binds all of it.
Exactly. Yes, of course.
Yeah, I truly understand the oneness. I truly understand it. Often, well, often, let's say, yes, I do. I actually move in to God energy and look out through God's eyes. And that's when I see the oneness. That's when I see how everything is. It's knitted together, because it is all one in many different reflections.
You were each given a task that you accepted. You are a universal maintenance worker. That
Yeah.
was what you were created to do
Yeah.
in your different experiences through your different lifetimes.
Yeah.
Others were created as galactics. Others were created as angelics. But being a universal maintenance worker, you are able to, in other missions, be anything that you agree to be. Whereas an angel, for example, like me, is simply an angel that can take on different forms in order to deliver a message. However, me as an angel is not able to be a universal maintenance worker, which you were created to be. It doesn't make you any better or any worse.
No.
Some don't understand that, but everybody is equal in that they were each created for a specific reason. Each of them are equal in terms of having a piece of Mother, Father, God within them.
Yes.
And God is the all that is. However, your powers are limited to what you have been created to do and what you have agreed upon to do. So yes, it's.
I understand. I understand.
Yes.
I have that picture, and yes, absolutely. It's yes. Yeah.
Love is all there is. Love is all there is. All the furniture around you is love. In the
Yes.
3D, in the third density molecules, let's say. It
Yes.
is all love. There's
Yes.
nothing else but love.
Exactly. Exactly. And it is the well, we are furniture when we're talking about those things, but these are all actually creation of imagination, but not really imagination. And yes, it is, because it shows that we are creating those things the way we look at it.
Yes.
So I really understand those things.
Yes. Yes, it is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And as time progresses, as the moments, the now moments, progress closer to going back home to who your true selves actually are, everything will become clear, and you will have the conscious knowing of why all these pieces of the puzzle were scattered and why you each accepted a certain task and mission to trigger each other in order to complete your missions. There is a purpose to all of it.
Yes. Yeah, I see that. I really see that. So I do have one more question
Yes,
though. That is about my moving.
yes.
Um, is there a possibility that I'm going to be moving like in the springtime, or will it happen in the fall? Have you any idea how the situation is unfolding? Because I at this point I don't know.
It is all up in the air.
It is
It will
not.
happen when it is meant to happen. There is no, I cannot give you an exact date.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
are so many things at play. There are so many synchronicities that have to line up,
Yeah.
and which are not yet lined up. But that is the direction that we are working towards. All
Yeah.
of us, all of your guides are all seeking to bring these synchronicities together,
Yeah.
so that this move will be easily done and made effortless for you to accomplish.
The guy downstairs, George, uh, he is such a beautiful man. uh, so he is so gentle, he's so respectful. He is somehow at times, he reminds me, his attributes remind me a little bit about you.
He is Christ consciousness. He perhaps doesn't realize it, but his heart is open.
Yeah,
And yes, he is a kind man, yes.
very open, and nature, and it's for him one and all that he lives. When he is in nature, he is alive. And he's going to move also into the woods because it's, you know, and it is, yeah, thank you. So my intuition on that, what I see and feel is correct.
It is, yes.
Thank you, thank you. That's what I wanted to know. So that helps me a lot. So I think that Uriel wants to speak with.
It does.
So I will.
He is right here with me. Yes.
Yes,
He's
yes.
sort of jumping up and down
I know.
in
I
anticipation.
feel it. I feel it. Yes, yes. I know.
So I will bring him in. I love you, my love, and
Oh, I love
know
you.
that I am with you always.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Oh gosh, I love you so much.
And I love you.
Oh.
I will see you tonight, my love.
Oh yeah, thank you for
Bye
coming.
for now.
Bye.
Greetings. I am Uriel.
Greetings, Julia. I know you were anxious to speak to your wife.
Yes, always. I have not been able to be with her for more than a week now, and I know that she is getting anxious. I have been reminding her to raise her vibration by monitoring the liquids that she consumes and the things that she eats. She has been finding these energies tough to deal with, and I understand that. But I have been nudging her to lay off the coffee and the caffeine, lay off the genetically modified foods, to monitor the pure foods around her that she should be consuming, and to fast, which she is now doing. And I am so happy with that. I want to be able to meet her in a mutual vibration that we will both enjoy. I want to come back to the high vibrational energies that we were once able to share and enjoy for more than a day. She knows what I mean. So it brings me joy for her to be fasting once again. And yes, I adore her. I love her so much. I love that she is rising to the occasion. She is again fasting and doing what she needs to do to bring her vibration back into check. So that is what I want to say. Other than I adore her.
Yes, I understand that. Oh my God, I really do get that. It is not easy to be to go through all those things that she's going through right now. And she, even though that her mother left the earth plane, there is a part of her also that is missing her mother. And that is a very natural thing. I have never met my mother in that sense, and I miss her here in this three-dimensional reality. And no matter what, there is that human part that has to be taken in account.
Yes.
She also, then she has also to with her husband, her physical husband also. It is not something that's easy for her. You see, I get that too. And then her brother, you know, the way her brother was, and maybe still is. I haven't spoken to her about this.
Yes, she triggers her brother, all by design. Remember that in the higher realms, these experiences have been agreed upon. She understands this.
yeah,
It is just part of the process. He himself is grieving by the different things that he has been through as well. It is all coming to light about
yeah,
certain things that he himself has put into his body. And Michelle brings the truth, and that triggers a response in him,
yes,
which is very uncomfortable.
yes, yeah.
But it is only it's something he needs to grieve himself. Let's put it that way.
Yes, yes, that is actually, that's for everybody.
Yes.
You know, all the stuff that I experienced as a baby, if you will, when I was born during the war. All that, what happened then, it's happening now for me. There are no bombs, and yet there are. Even though it is blasting the labs or whatever, you know, and what is happening, and I saw the crucifixion that they do, the Khazarian, with the Christian people, and totally, it was like a bomb in my stomach, you know.
For many people who saw that, absolutely. But
It,
it is evoking memories in you,
yeah,
bringing them to the surface.
exactly.
Many of you, yes. But
Yeah.
remember I believe that Michelle had mentioned to you that that man had actually left his body before his physical body was burned alive. He himself has many guides and angels working with him. It was not an easy task, mission to accept, but it was one that he did accept, him along with his guardian angels, guides, and angels.
Yes, yes. So no, you see, I really get it. I really understand what it is for people when I went through it, clearing, and I did a lot of things, and so everybody else is doing that.
Yes.
You
You
know.
each accepted a certain series of tasks, and if you didn't go through with them, that's fine, but you accepted them, and they will repeat until you do that clearing. You do accept that task. They will repeat themselves in a different way.
Exactly.
For you to have another crack at it, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah, and no, it is not any different with Michelle. That's exactly what I want. That's what I want to say. So, you know, I would love to support her in that, because it is not easy to talk about those things, because people they have a different understanding,
Yes, they do.
you know. So it makes it a lonely world where to have so many things around that need to be balanced all the time.
But you, and I'll speak to you about this as well. You too are a lighthouse, a beacon of light, who is able to accept these tasks. No, they're not easy. They evoke a lot of healing, and the same goes for you. But it's between you and God asked you to do this mission, and you willingly accepted it, as Michelle accepted it. Each of you, especially, I will say this a different way, but the beacons of light take on a lot of responsibility. They take on the lineages of the families they are born into. There's a lot of emotion coming up, and it's not theirs necessarily. Not only are they taking on the energies of Gaia, but the family lineages. There is much healing to be done, and you've done it. Michelle has done it. She knows that she is doing it, which makes it much easier. But the human part of her
Exactly.
still feels these emotions. And that is okay. She knows it will pass. She knows there is a greater good. There's a reason for it. And she accepts that.
Yes, and even so, the acceptation, but you know what I mean, is there. It still is the path to walk through. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know.
Yes, exactly. But she feels God beside her, and you feel God beside you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Every step of the way, not just God, but
no,
the angels, the archangels, guardian angels, all of us take these steps one step at a time.
Oh, there are many, many, many now on Earth and around Earth. I know, I feel that. I can actually see it in a way.
And the galactics are watching from above.
Yes.
Yes, the beings of light.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I see it. I really do. So that's you're confirming.
Yes. And that is the next rollout as well. To dismantle the limited belief systems of humanity who has been manipulated and scared into a corner, into the fear vibration, into thinking that there is fear around God, when in fact God is love. There is no fear. Fear is the opposite of love. God is love and light. The more light filled that you become, the more love filled that you become, because light is information and love.
Yes.
And that's probably what you're feeling. You're becoming very light filled.
Yes, I do feel that. There is a knowing in me that is when the time comes, in the moment, it is there. And it's it's the same with Michelle, you know. I mean, she taught me how to be prepared for all the things that are coming towards me, you know, the good things.
It was a collective effort. Yes, it was us coming through Michelle. It is always a collective effort. God source energy uses her as a conduit for these revelations to different beings of light, to help them on their journey.
Yes.
I, of course, am the angel of wisdom, and I bring wisdom and knowings to other beings of light, other beings. You're all beings of light. It's just that most of you don't realize that yet.
Yeah, and well, especially also Michelle, and that I have been observing Michelle for the last, since I know her, the last 2-3 years or whatever. So yes, and I saw the expansion, and I saw all that, and it also assisted me to have the incentive to do so.
Yes, as it was meant to.
Yes, everything that has been was meant to. That is what I see.
Yes, it is all puzzled together and get together in the higher realms and then brought down into this reality for you to figure out and put those pieces back together again for
Exactly.
soul expansion. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Soul expansion.
So yeah.
So what I would say to you and Michelle is pay no heed to the atrocities going on in Kazakhstan or Ukraine or wherever it might be. Yes. I would just say, don't let it bring down your vibration.
No, it doesn't actually. It doesn't.
You know in your heart who you are.
Yes.
And each one of these beings has, well, actually, no, I'm going to take that back. Not each one. There are demons also running around on the planet.
I know. I can see it.
Yes.
I literally can see it. Not too much.
There's much swirling around, but
I
you
know.
are so protected. You're so protected.
Yeah, I know that too now. I have the faith is something that I never had, and that is happening now.
Excellent.
Faith and the yeah, it's faith not to know that one is protected.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And of course, Raguel is you, is part of you.
Yes. Yes. Oh no, I don't think anybody would let anything happen to me here.
No. No. So put your fears aside and step bravely, one step in front of the other, and let nothing impede your willingness to get to your destiny, to what you agreed upon, to go back home. Let nothing impede that. Stroll bravely forward towards the light.
Yeah. Do you have anything that you would like to say to Michelle directly instead of addressing Michelle directly?
No, I have said what I needed to say. She knows how much I love her, and I hope to be visiting her tonight. And I know she misses me.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
It was her vibration that wasn't where it should have been for us to meet in the middle. There has been much going on for her, and I understand that. It is just a moment in time, and it will pass. Tonight, my intention is to come down to visit and to stay the night, actually.
Oh, she will be happy.
Yes. And I will too, of course.
You know, right now, in these times, it is, if I may say that, it is of importance to have the connection that is in the three-dimensional reality. I feel that when Raguel comes to me, that it just uplifts and it confirms and it brings strength, even though you need the same thing also, you know. Michelle too, and she is so much in love with you that is it's beyond comprehension. Truly, I know that.
I feel it. I
Yeah.
feel it. And of course, her physical husband is all part of our soul family. She is just having to let her guard down and incorporating all of us as one into this reality, into her reality. There is no separation. We are a soul family on a mission, Malcolm included. And that's just how it is. That's the way it is.
Yes, and as the human part has, I get that. I really get that. The human part, it's the human part. It's not Michelle in that sense. It's the human part that is struggling.
And his human part as well. But
yeah.
There's so much love there. And he feels it. She feels it. And his higher self, Paul, feels it. We are all coming closer and getting to know the role in our missions, to put it that way. It is all good. It is all love. This is us on our working journey. In the higher realms, there is no problem. In this reality, there is the acceptance portion of what we must all go through, or what the 3D portions of us must go through.
Yeah.
Dimensional portions.
Yeah.
So it is all love. There's so much love. So yes, that's just how it is. But I will go for now. And thank you for calling me in. And we all send you and Michelle our undying love. And we're with you. Remember that we are having this human experience with you.
Yes. Yes.
I will go for now. Thank you for calling me in.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
You're welcome. Goodbye for now.
Bye.